A 25-year tax abatement gets final passage by Jersey City Council to Journal Square Lofts urban renewal for a 6-story, 40-unit residential building. This project is estimated at $11 million, but can also cause possible overcrowding in the local classrooms.
I do question 2.09 number. So number one is the number of kids who are living in these buildings who then have to attend the local schools, which are already either at or over capacity, using trailers, and some of these facilities are aged. So it's not just that there's not enough space, it's that the facilities require maintenance. But then there's a second problem where the pilot doesn't contribute to the school tax levy. You know, if and when state aid is retracted from Jersey City, the pressure will be put on local taxpayers, which will then put pressure on the school system, which will put pressure on unions like the teachers union, and the local workers, and the paraprofessionals, and it will put pressure on parents. And unfortunately, you know, the biggest concern is that this will hit poorer areas disproportionately, because they will be less able to sort of support a school that's been hit harder with some of these issues. So I think the fact that the Jersey City Board of Education is still not being consulted in these pilots is extremely problematic in my opinion. I think they should at least be consulted so that we can ensure that students, you know, that the count of students on the fiscal impact statement goes to the financial justification for the pilot. So if you're undercounting the number of students, you're potentially, you know, you're lowering the cost so that your hurdle rate to justify the abatement is lower, but you're also potentially creating an artificially low cost that will harm the taxpayers in the long term if your estimates are incorrect. That's my concern. It's as a parent and as a taxpayer and as someone who is thinking not 2017, but 10, 15 years down the line when my kids are going to college. And are we paying school tax or are we paying college tuition?
City Council members were divided when it came to deliberation.
The money does go up as the taxes go up, but I think right now the hard decision is what's needed in that area, and with that, I vote aye.
I'm concerned about the student ratio concerning these tax abatements, and I don't think Journal Square at this time needs a 25-year. I think Jersey City is moving in such a direction that it's like prime property to come here in certain areas. So with that in mind, I'm just voting no.
I'm not believe that tax abatement to improve the area, or else I believe that demand the supply. Because they have a demand, that's why developer interest builder unit to sell. You know, if they have no demand, even though we give you a great tax deal, they're not going to build. And I'm not believe that the long-term tax abatement, this will be cost of the future of Jersey City. You know, and what I can say, the one thing people have to be understand. If we see that this one, fee payment, much better for the taxpayer of Jersey than any other project in Journal Square. Most of Journal Square tax abatement, they do pay 10% annual fee, gross revenue 10%, maximum 12%, but this is the only one, 12%, 14%, go up to 16%. This is the only one project, actually fee getting up to 16%. Most of them, 12% maximum. So that I give to some credit to our law department to do a great job. But I firmly believe that tax abatement is not developed area. So I'm going to go for no for 25 years long-term tax abatement. It's not good for the people of Jersey City.
And the developer in this case is the first and I'm sad to say, one of the only ones at this point who've achieved compliance among the abatements that have been coming to us at this point.
Lavarro also pointed out that this development will require a complete gut renovation, and the cost component is approaching $5.2 million. Almost half of the cost will go into labor and the cost of materials because of its historic elements.
So in this case, it's not a 30-year, it's a 25-year, and it's 12% up to year 7, and then escalating to 14% and 16%. And yes, because of the economics, the numbers don't look good in the early years. But because of the escalating numbers, the city will make out much better long-term, and will make out much better long-term for the city's portion of revenue as opposed to conventional taxes when you do the analysis there. Lastly, we're talking 40 construction jobs, 2 permanent jobs, contributions to the Affordable Housing Trust Fund as well of $60,000. This project, I think, is going to be beneficial to Journal Square, and it's
The final vote was 5-2, with Councilwoman-at-Large Joyce Watterman and Ward D Councilman Michael Yun voting no. I'm Jeanette Jozu, Hudson County View, the eye of the community.